check, check, check. I think we're good. I might need to check the audio levels, but we will do that in a minute. Sorry, you may have heard the sound of my phone plugging in there. Captions are running. Stream looks good. Let's get right to it.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you.
Okay, we already did that. So wow, my computer sounds like a jet engine trying to take off. I hope it's not picking up on my microphone. I don't know why it's quite so...
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Alright, this
What?
guy.
They're
And
shit,
we
man.
need to find out
I don't
about...
let anything pollute my body. You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector.
I might turn it down just a smidge. Let's try that.
They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
Let's go with that. Okay. So... So, I don't agree with this guy, but if we pretend to agree with him, maybe he'll give himself away, because I think this guy is. Let's pretend we do.
He eyes you warily, unsure how to respond. This goes on for about 2 seconds. Then,
I don't know shit, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Then what are you still hanging around here for?
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
there was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Let's ask about the lorry.
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
I mean, knowing the guy, this guy is, maybe the guy he was talking to deserved it if this guy respects him. But let's just say bad for him, I guess, because
It's a
unfortunately
fucking
we
travesty
need
is what it is.
we need to know.
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
Who's that?
He's a Samaran guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. Really, he's just selling his employer stuff. Stuff he stole after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry.
Where do I find him?
Just follow the smell. It smells like apricot and oil when you're nearby. Looks like I offended your partner there. Too bad. Sea Lang's usually a little bit south of here, near the canal. You can't miss him. Just watch yourselves. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Guess we need to pay him a visit. I forget if we had any bottles to sell. Should probably check.
The tear machines. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a Do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo?
I mean, I know they want me to.
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
Say nothing, just
I'm
take it
obliged
all
to inform
in.
you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health, but I guess you already know that.
Don't ask, don't look, don't do anything. Know this, you will never finish your alcohol quest if you don't buy beautiful alcohol.
Unfortunately, we are about 50 cents short of the cigarettes needed to finish that other quest. Sorry, I'm just really thirsty today. Apparently Atlas confirmed Persona 6 is in development. That's pretty neat. I'll have to read this article later and like talk about it, maybe on Wednesday, after I've had some time to actually like stream it.
The worn and beaten wooden planks.
We can sit on benches.
Okay, so the bench is like where I sleep if/when the inn guy kicks me out.
G'day to you, officers.
So they said by the canal is where I could find this other dude. Ooh, what's this?
There's a pilot.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
Oh, this is the guy.
Stylish shades, huh? They'd be even more stylish if you paid for them with net worth. Go over and ask him. These
Rummage through
are
the
all
box.
boring. Boring third.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool. UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
I mean, let's try it.
No luck. All you find is this lime-colored.
Oh! You don't like...
I hope not.
Let's leave for now. Let's just talk to the guy.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by the name Sileng.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging at the textiles hanging around the stand. Some distance away, the sound of a tin can clattering across the street.
You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang.
Really? You think I'm cool?
Oh, yes. You got style. You got personal style. You know what you like. You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions.
Let's try to get some money.
No need to drink.
Oh, okay. But why, officer? But officer, bribe you to do what?
I don't think you really understand how bribes work, detective.
Sorry, detective.
So, let's ask what his
Drugs?
stance on drugs is.
I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs.
I'll just say I'm super into drugs and see if that leads to him telling me where to get them.
That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale, or at my home, or on my person.
We're looking for a driver
That's
who's
even
transporting.
cooler. You investigating that and all. But I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
But you are a lorry man.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
I mean, I believe that.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. I'm... Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
So you forgot to tell me?
Exactly. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole with ingenuity.
Stop squirming, what do you know?
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
He doesn't want to talk about them. He's afraid.
Who are you afraid
Look.
of?
There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've spent 15 years working my way up.
Let's go. There's a good cop and a bad cop answer here. Let's try good cop answer.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Is the lady driver the old woman back there?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
It could be. She was strange.
Were these
All
other
of
drivers
them.
who talk?
I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool?
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
Okay, we're
All
cool.
right. cold. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives. Both of you. You deserve it.
Oh, let's get the
Volumetric shit compressor. Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit
Blast
is being
Cop, welcome
observed
back.
at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
That's pretty good. Okay. Let's see what else I have. More tasks. So let's see, I think there's a couple things we could do. Since this guy's here, let's talk to him first.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
Let's ask him about the lady driver.
I don't want to talk about that.
Let's see. I guess, do I let him know? Like, he seems cool. I'll say, I need your help. Looks like she may be involved. I'm gonna let him know.
Man, I was hoping she'd catch a break. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some mastermind evildoer. And I don't know where she is.
Who is she
A
to
friend?
you?
An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay?
When did she leave?
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person, I know that much.
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only.
I don't believe you.
I mean, we could insist that he believe us, but I feel like he's probably not going to. So let's just
She's
ask.
got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
And then I'll say, I was told everyone's afraid of her.
I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind.
Hold on, her mind?
The way it worked. The trouble it was giving her.
The pain it was causing her.
When she left, did she leave her lorry?
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one. Push Tommy, and it will break his heart and his spirit. Now is not the time to focus on feelings. You need that info, son.
Yeah, we'll find
Thank you,
another
friend.
way.
Wow, this makes me feel like I should pick up smoking again. Would help with my rhymes, too.
It's all for now. Like those weird voices that talk to you, I guess, for lack of a better way to describe them, have a point that it would probably just be easier.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes.
Okay.
The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
We have a 92% chance at success now. If I miss this, I am just doomed to failure.
As you breathe
There we
in,
go.
the odor comes over you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Do they always do that?
They do.
The man before you
That's
is
weird.
naked,
Like the
but for a pair of underpants. And
the dialogue
enamel
for Kim
boots.
is like on a
His skin
delay.
is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Inspect the boots.
The material
Let's just go in
appears
order
to be
here.
ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow.
What kind of boots are these?
They are armor, no boots. Technically speaking, these are sabatons.
Okay then, what kind of armor is this?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the hill. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
What happened to the rest of it?
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
If you wear those pieces, it will help me protect your mortal coil.
Why does my mortal
Yes,
coil need
bullets
protecting?
will fly. They always do. And the coil is fleshy and mush and permeable. Cast it in ceramic shell. Resist death.
Maybe he was just wearing these boots and there is no rest of the armor.
No, I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the jeans and shirt we found to get to it. And this kind of armor is often worn under fabrics.
What if they told him to strip before they hung him to demean him?
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties and the like. This one still has his underpants.
How's your day going, Plasticot?
Fucking talking about underpants.
The material looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
That sounds fun. Let's see, how much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Ka-ching.
By catching, do you mean let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them?
What was that about the constabulatory before? You need to push some buttons if you want to recruit the lieutenant in a conspiracy.
If this constabulatory is dragging their feet, why not start ourselves before more good men die?
So they don't get shot in the foot? I think our extremities are fine without the dead man's boots.
Oops. Well, no one said it would work. Back to detecting now.
How could this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company, but that's just hearsay.
These look pretty advanced for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Knock on the
A
boot.
small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. Suddenly, your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch.
Sounds fragile.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether. Like the scales of some ancient white monster, cracked and pearly.
Let's pull the
This
boot
feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Grab the boot under
The
your arm.
stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
Let go of the
What's
boot.
wrong with you, asshole? Where's he letting Goku know?
I don't know, baby. I don't know why he's such a...
Officer, if I may ask, what were you trying to achieve by putting on the deceased foot?
Back off and
The
look at the
cadaver
corpse.
slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Let's check out the belt.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you.
What was that? A word?
Vermilion, in yellow letters, along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo of the local brewery.
This is a bad time for a drink, right?
Extremely.
What kind of rope is this?
Industrial strength. The kind used for tying cargo to lorries.
Like in a circus, when the circus leaves town and they tie a black-spotted giraffe to the wall of a carry pen.
Like in a circus.
No. More like in a harbor. Like the one just east of here. I get the sense they used whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
They sure wanted him to stay there. The polyester seems strong.
It's not merely polyester. It's steel reinforced. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see rabbits for more than 20 strands. This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed.
We're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it?
The brief suggested as much. Politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
My past has undergone total annihilation. Nothing remains. My mother, the love of my life. Certainly not a briefing.
Okay. You should ask me for one the first moment we get.
Okay. And then how did they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt. Buckle closes. It's what I would do. Seems easier than climbing up there.
Back up.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos.
Inspect the
An
tattoos.
intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars.
What will mine
Alcohol.
be marked by?
And heartbreak.
Oof.
Your fist clenches suddenly.
It will be riddled with disco.
Decay is creeping on the tattoo. Already, most of the canvas that's holding it has darkened. Now, it disintegrates slowly, letting out a stink.
Is this a map of the night sky?
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
I'm missing something here.
So am I.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
What's that?
A Trigger Sunshine. Mini.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
Cool machine.
Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it?
What do we need this photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter, to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Can I have it? I should look at it later without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
Look him in the
His
eye.
eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. Underneath the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his
Ooh.
features, but below, inside.
We can finally
An
use
expression
that
of pleasure.
Inland Empire skill
This
we
man
have.
was experiencing joy at the moment of his death.
I'm gone.
Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
Where is that?
In the past. Way out in the west.
I can't get the damn compartment in my ledger
The blue
open.
heart. Oh, that's good shit. You'll love it. Just press down and fuck it open like you always do. Fuck it hard. Corpo Po the Clown.
He means force. It'll work.
I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
You are now, but who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
Takes one to know one.
I have another question.
Go
for you.
ahead, Corpo.
What is happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your imagination.
Yeah, man! Don't be crazy! Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you. Your wild imagination is doing this. Ask some more of those questions you love so much.
Oh, the tie is talking again. Why do I love questions so much?
You're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up, copperoonie.
Ooh, they gave me more questions.
It's getting upbeat now.
Is my name Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
Of course not. The name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Listen to yourself. You're not a Raphael anything. You're probably just Harry or something. That's right. Harry.
I feel like I've been getting a lot of Harry.
You might be onto something there.
Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
Okay. Who killed you?
Love did me in, Brother Corpo. It was love all along.
Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
What?
Looking at my face, motionless, looking into my eyes, standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
Because he told me to.
You're a lying sack of shit, Corpo. You're doing this because there is nothing else to do. Everything else is over. It's just me now.
Why were you feeling
Maybe
pleasure
I
when
was
you
getting
died?
my rocks off.
First of all, do you have to speak like that? What
It's
dialect
a
is
mishmash,
that?
Copperbolo. You think I'm Messinian, don't you? For you, this is how people from Messina speak like.
I'm not even sure what Messina is.
Well, I'm not from Messina, am I? My hair is too light a shade of brown. Trust your inner racist.
What are you, racist now too?
You think I am. You think I was a racist because this lump looks military and has tattoos. That's called profiling.
So you were feeling arousal when they were hanging
Do
you.
I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you?
I'll say no.
Captain Coppodromo, I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with a simpler question.
I hate you. You stink and you're boring.
Do I remind you of someone?
A deep sea creature.
No, not quite. Be fair now.
A baby affected with what's harlequinism?
You sure we got out of that one? Coppellini.
Let's ask this
Maybe
again.
I was getting mine. Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you?
Yes.
Captain Coppodromo. I
Okay,
fear
I
we
think
are
the
drift.
answer is always the same.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also see me in your dreams.
Squint and take a step
As you
back.
narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink.
Observe.
Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
I'm squinting. Why am I doing it?
How should I know why you are squinting, officer?
Squint harder. His face and hands are pink,
Oh.
thighs too, the rest is greenish.
You are trying to assess lividity.
Relax your
The
eyes.
monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
He's beaten up. See the bruises?
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
I think he's dead.
I agree.
There are crow's feet in his eyes. He's laughing silently.
Totally dead.
Deady dead, dead, dead.
Dabadoob doob dead.
Something's coming out
A
of
pool
him.
of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
Maybe he went to the toilet sometime before death.
Maybe.
I don't know what to think. What do you think?
I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered in his hands and feet, and his neck. The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think.
Yep, seems like a lynching to me. Let's see.
Everything here seems to corroborate that assumption, but we should still get him down before assigning a probable cause of death.
Back
But
up.
there is no breath to catch, only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you.
I have something I
Of
need to know.
course. You have questions, don't you? The power of your imagination.
Okay, so that's
Come
just all
back
the
later,
questions we had
Corporal.
access to before. So how do we get him down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
We've been through. Do you have a plan for getting him down?
The steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
We could saw the branch.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Yeah, either one of us could do it. We could use the kid's ladder on the side of the tree.
I don't trust that ladder. The assailants didn't use it. It's rotten and less sturdy than it looks. And I don't see another good way up there. Honestly, I prefer a non-acrobatic solution to this.
Yeah, it seems dangerous.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Maybe we could ask for help from the harbor.
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appear to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
Confirmed. It's unsafe.
Consider other
But
options
what
first.
other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a skewer.
Maybe we could shoot him down.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
Point towards the branch.
Yes, the buckle, where it ties the cargo belt to the tree. If the shot hits that, then there might be a small chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss, Kuno!
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
Take the shot, Lieutenant. What's the worst thing that could happen?
I'll blow his head off.
Take it! Take the shot!
Yeah, take the shot. Kuno wants some of that shit.
And produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Let's say nothing.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
he feels bad about his eyes mostly, just having bad eyesight, probably from a young age.
Fucking idiot! Mookaba asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
Try again, maybe?
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. I didn't do us any favors with that.
What now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
Let's see. Can't someone else do it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
I mean someone who's below detective.
Someone like a paid garbage man? Or a cleaning crew? I have bad news for you. That is a detective. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
I can try to shoot him down myself.
It's bad as it is, us shooting firearms like punks here. Go ahead, I'm not stopping.
I'm gonna need your gun for this.
You have one gun!
Oops.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Officer, why do we only have one gun?
Remember when I told you I didn't have my badge or uniform with me when I woke up? I didn't have my gun either.
That is even more unfortunate than the badge. You need to contact your station about it.
We're not off to a good start. This missing gun business is making your hand tremble.
Take the gun.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana pointer! Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth!
Feel the weight first.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno?
Kuno is silent. Aggression gathers in the air. The trigger feels delicate and ready to break under your finger.
Point the gun at the
The
belt.
buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Close your left
Your
eye
field
first.
of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, catching as you wait. Your breathing slows down. Some mosquito-like organism buzzes in your peripheral.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
Shut up.
What? You gonna fuck me? You wanna fuck me, pig? Is that what this is about?
Ooh, this is a red challenge, meaning we do not get to try it again. We don't have that much. Oof. I mean, a 28% chance. That's a little over 1 in 4. It's not terrible. I guess what I'm thinking about is if we fail this, is this just like when the lieutenant tried and like we miss and nothing else happens? Or is this like if I fail the check, I'm gonna hit him and just ruin it? I'm gonna go for it. Oh, I failed. Oops.
A plume of smoke erupts from the barrel. Your hand goes. You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest. Bits of ribcage protrude from the skin. No blood, only a murky sludge.
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking cry. I knew it. What a
Are you? Because it sort of feels like you are. Please don't cry.
Give the gun back. What now?
We try something else.
Oh my.
Actually, it was. Kuno just said that because he felt sorry for you, pig. It's not your fault you can't shoot. It's your.
Pigs don't have hands. They have, like, fucking.
Kuno has hands. Kuno can shoot that shit down for you.
No, Kuno. If I can't shoot him down, no one will.
Bitter because he fucked that corpse up, Kuno. What a fucking good pillar.
We still need to get him down.
But how?
The bad way. The way I didn't want us to. By asking the harbor for help. They have the tools and the men. If they put him up there, they can take him down too.
But won't it be dangerous?
To ask the suspect for help with the victim's body? To be indebted to Everard Clare? Very much, yes. Which is why I would have preferred us to handle this ourselves. Clearly we can't.
Suck my dick, bitches.
What's wrong with being indebted to Everard?
He's a dangerous and corrupt man, and we cannot predict what he will want from us in return.
Yeah? Don't go being someone else's bitches. You're Kuno's bitches.
How do we get inside the harbor?
From the gates. By negotiating or fighting. Or we can try the secret route we found, where your cloak is. It looked doable.
To the gates. Let's fight, I say.
Let's get to it then. Oh, we have a skill point. I'm torn between leveling up some of my like 0 stats and like actually
web. It still kind of looks like a map of the stars in the night.
Who are you? What's the
For
meaning
you
of the
to
tattoos?
discover. You've gotten as far as you will. Someone close to the victim might know.
Put the photos away. And we should have a clipboard, right?
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board. With the permeable
Okay,
straw
let's
in
just
it.
go for
Just
it.
relax. The two sides of the board are slight. The slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, you know,
Slide the drawer
without
open.
resistance or sound. The two panels move.
What's
Two
inside?
ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
Pick up the
Two
ticket
octopuses
stubs.
are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there too.
Pick up the card.
Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Smell it first.
It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored, a touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says tutti frutti.
Open it.
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card, looped, round letters in a woman's hand. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy. Throw it away, please.
But it will make me happy.
A merciful wind blows in from the bay of Revachol, dusting the ground at your feet and raising newspapers far away. You feel the card slipping into it.
Let's go.
Hold on to it.
Your
Read the card.
hands shake, holding on to it. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you.
Keep reading.
You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it. Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear. You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No, hold on.
Hold on.
To what? There's nothing.
Detective, is everything all right?
Fall sideways. Hello? What's happening? That was a very sweet letter. Huh?
There is nothing.
Excuse me?
Again.
Nothing?
Nothing sad, brother. No treachery, just blackout.
Just lie there,
Well,
passed out.
almost nothing. There is the ground below you. That's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia.
Who's
That's
that?
me. Blue eyes, that's me.
And who was
Who
that?
was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
No, I was cool.
The
I'm
cool.
cool.
When you're dead, brother.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow. Because it's always there.
What was that? The X something?
Floated corpse of the past resurfacing.
No, it was beautiful.
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid ape. Its lack of beauty was not the problem.
Where is
There is
Voyager
no
Road?
Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause.
Enough.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules. No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
What is that? It's
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And
It's delicious. Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
cold. Where
The
am I?
upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket. The air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
That's a good reminder. Stay hydrated out there.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself, as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. The darkness parts.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
With
Drink.
greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
What happened?
I should ask you the
You
same.
were reading your paperwork. Then you passed out. I carried you to my kinema to take you to a hospital. Then you came to.
How long was I
10
out?
minutes, maybe.
I came in contact with the burnt out ruins of the past, Lieutenant.
That does sometimes happen. You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed?
Let's solve this case.
Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill bonuses.
Interesting.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage
Find the hidden
without
drawer.
resistance or sound. The two panels move against each other.
Let's close the...
Your
Okay.
hand shakes. You're flushed with a
Okay, so we still need to figure out some stuff. Now, I would like to unlock the new stuff, but if I need that skill point to unlock some skill tests, I would rather do that first. Like, I actually really want to know what that story's about. Let's ask Kuno about the armor.
Fuck does Kuno care?
About the crime scene, you kids often play in this
Right,
yard?
Pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
How'd the clothes get in the trash?
Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
I need to know. Could be a lead.
Listen, listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
No, Kuno, you don't know anything about the tampering I'm investigating, and I already have pants.
Whatever. Kuno was trying to help you, but you're too fat for falling anyway, pig.
There was also a mug in the
The
trash.
fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again?
Yes, does the racist mug have anything to do with it?
Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker, cause he's the clothes fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radio.
The kid may have something there. He's already come up with it.
Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from my Kuno.
Yeah? Get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Let's ask about the body now that we can ask about the
Fuck
armor.
about it.
Where's the rest of his
Kuno
armor?
doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
A mutant?
Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
Oh, come on. He's just pretending that he doesn't care because he's too small for the armor.
What do you mean you threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
You threw it in the sea.
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gates.
Who do you mean troubadour?
Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about cows? So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
Yes, this troubadour has it. You can feel it.
Contusions all over his
He
body.
says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
Oh,
A
did
bruise.
Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing. This is Kuno's king.
You hear the lieutenant hum. He's thinking the kid has amassed quite the vocabulary of law enforcement terms, but he's not going to stick his nose into this.
Where did you pick up so many police terms?
My partner are wondering, do you guys puff Peter?
Kuno erupts into laughter, pointing his finger at you, then Kim, then back at you. An unfortunate choice of words, the lieutenant from Precinct 57 thinks. He looks at the harbor walls looming overhead. He could use a cigarette.
More on this later.
Get lost!
Okay, let's leave. We got everything we wanted out of that, I think. Let's go back up to the secret entrance. I do have a theory that I don't know that I could prove just yet, that the tough guy at the gates might be wearing the fancy armor.
A tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
So we failed again. But if we bump up our savoir-faire, we can try that again.
No, no. That...
Sure. Just be careful, okay? Looks like you almost strained.
So if I go savoir-faire, level up. Do I have any other savoir-faire stuff? Nope, just that.
A tarpaulin cloak with possible
Okay,
RCM markings.
now we have a
is still
17%
caught
chance.
on
We
the
still
railing.
failed.
Nope, no. That's still too high. What were you...
Sure. Just be careful, okay?
Okay, let's go focus on other stuff. Like, how close are we? We're at level... We're at 20 out of 100 to level up. I bet if we just go do things, we will eventually have enough. How do I get back? This way? Let's see. If we go... We should be able to go in the, like, union box, right? Who are you? Oh, just a random guy.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and
You know
he
what's
looks up
behind
at
that
you,
door?
then looks. Shrugging is an international sign for no, I don't know.
Oh, let's just leave then. Okay, I was really hoping there would be like more to do in here. Oh, we can redo endurance skill checks. We can go open that door again. Or we can try to. Unless that's not an endurance thing, but I thought it was. My hands are getting sweaty. 1 second.
You see,
Excuse me, officer.
she's right. Those curtains give
Pull open the
just
curtains.
as you.
Sorry, I'm gonna skip past
She
this
looks
because
away, mumbling. Why is everyone all lies? There is something you see. Be wary of those mysterious ornaments from the dark. Do you realize what's out there? Upon the mist-shrouded islands of Ile de Fantôme in Seminine, eerie pygmies, they lurk in the tropical pearl of Seminine.
I'm kind of skipping through this because we did already see it that one time that we died. But let's try
A
this.
heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
There we go. Oof. So even though we succeeded, we did take a health
Smash into
damage.
the wood and see a small crack appear on the door frame.
You're not thinking of trying again, are you?
Smash into the door and shout F the system. Trophy earned biggest communism builder. Oh right, I also need him to brief me on the case.
What is this place?
Looks like a gym to me.
Yeah. I doubt the electricity.
An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Sounds.
Oh, I should also ask.
Yes?
Tell me about the case.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything about
it. Yes. The case brief you missed. Now I remember. 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Does the briefing say who the victim was?
Worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
Why didn't we know
They
anything
didn't
about the
identify
collar?
themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide
There's
themselves?
a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Of course, yes, I understand.
Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer.
If we're from different precincts, why
I'm
are we in
afraid
the same
you and
case?
I are pawns in a pissing competition.
His disdain is clear. This man...
You
What do you
don't
mean?
know? I assumed you were in on it.
You know what I'm in on? Retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecile cop-off.
Cop-off?
It's just stupidity.
What kind of stupidity?
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
So it's a struggle over who runs
Well,
Martinez.
sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So, he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
I wonder what that says about me that I was sent by my station.
Tell him. Tell him why it's you.
I was sent to teach you a lesson in style.
Okay. Style me.
You should ease up a bit.
No, I don't. I used to. Plain clothes did the trick. For both of us, it seems. Now, was there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition? If not, we should move.
So you volunteered to spoil
Yes.
it.
I'm an unrepentant spoil sport.
Enough of the
Yes,
competition.
it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget.
He's actually glad it's addressed now. Because you're the best qualified. No, that doesn't seem right.
I'm
If you're so
exceedingly
well
qualified.
why can't you remember why you were sent? Anyway,
Let's just do stuff. Ooh, we got a shot put ball. I think that actually works for that other quest.
a barbell lies on it's 60 kilograms. Why does it feel so familiar?
Our chances on this are really low, but let's do it anyway. Oops.
You managed to hoist it off the ground, but the barbell feels wobbly and dangerous. Your hand...
Proper weightlifting gloves would definitely afford a better grip.
Okay. We will ignore that for now. I should probably actually put a flashlight in a hand. Need I mean, first of all, let me take all this money.
Your flashlights.
Okay, I'm gonna click through these so that we have.
It's the hull.
And some people really like this. Some people
Since
really
we already
like
did this,
just
and for what?
before
The photo entire, albeit
I'm just
a
gonna
pen
like
postcard read.
click
This
through
is a
everything.
monthly calendar from the year 50. As time goes on,
looks like they didn't make it.
a note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, the handwriting outside, a cold wind wraps the building in its bosom. Snowflakes in the wind. An old woman. This
The radio computer. Just sitting.
the machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber. It's in the filament you have would fit
Insert the
like a
production
smooth draw.
schedule.
The filament slides into place. On the key,
Press
a bar
play.
of... Oh no. It was already glowing and now the static gets louder.
Good evening, Fortress Accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Why did you call me Fortress Accident?
Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are
Do
currently
you have any
using.
other information
One
about this
moment.
company?
Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says. Any other questions?
What are you? Are you a
Yes,
machine or are
I
you
am
alive?
alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne. Now please repeat.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
They are merely cautious. It's my job to protect their filaments as a password repeater at the East. I work as for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
On an island on the river, doesn't it get lonely? Sitting there all by herself.
Doesn't it get lonely doing this job?
Why would it get lonely? I get to talk to people all day.
I think I actually missed some of these conversations my first time
That's
through
why
this.
she does this.
Now please tell me the reason for your call, Fortress Exit. The
What's the
filament
production?
you have inserted into the reader.
You mean the glowing thing I
Yes.
put inside?
Is that the production schedule?
Yes.
Good. Please.
You should ask her for a hint.
A password? Can you
No.
give me a hint? This is the
I
police.
am contractually obliged to protect.
I'm afraid
Okay.
we are not doing.
Now, can you please repeat the password? Receive.
That sounds bad. A login attempt. Don't worry. Passwords,
Fortress Accident. Is there anything? Thank you.
tiles on the cube are still.
Press
Nothing happens.
print. Okay. We'll leave then. Oh wow, we picked up a lot of... Oh, I should also check out...
This old diagram, for some
What am I
radio
looking at?
frequencies, it seems unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
This must
You
be an
think so?
elaborate piece of art.
The web is comprised of radio stations. Looks like a surveillance program. Someone
Who's the
very
game
the
master?
leader of a massive on-air game built by these people. Whoever decides to call all of this is gone.
My God. The
Why do
schedule.
you say that?
I know Doom.
Nothing.
Okay, so this is all stuff we figured out before.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Failed business, the only question is what were they making?
It looks like one of those popular.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
Are they
calling
planning to do
standards to-
that? I
His
think
fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment.
Not
Then
to
we've never
mind,
done
but I
this
don't think
before.
anyone has attempt. Indeed. Through
Sorry,
calling
I'm skipping
stations,
through
standards
because,
to game
you
master.
know,
His fascination has swept.
we
No
saw this
idea.
conversation
They
and we
stopped feeling
died.
it. Indeed. It's ambitious and untethered from reality, but
The world is cold and lonely. This would keep
It's
it
too late
company.
for
Let's
that, I'm
finish
afraid.
it.
okay. Let's keep.
What's this? Looked like it was nothing, but let's see what's through the loading screen.
This ice bear is a hyper carnivore.
What is this
The
thing?
lieutenant doesn't answer. A
Walk
gust of
open the
freezing.
door.
The lieutenant takes a peek. The shelves
Look
are
inside
empty.
the fridge.
All you see are you
Take
pocket
the
the
note.
and the little a friendly
Examine the ice
cartoon
cream
bit.
wrappers.
Good question. I know. What is it?
The fridge buzzes.
Close the door. And then we're going to investigate the note, and it's going to be like,
The note.
Does it say?
Someone
note.
has scribbled. You'll find the filament memory with the offside copy.
I wonder who wrote
Looks
the
like
note.
someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here.
Maybe they had to leave in a
That's
hurry.
a plausible hypothesis.
It's a
It
filament
belongs
memory.
inside a radio computer, storing its memory.
Who's the illiterate
Really?
ginger kid? You mean
Oh,
Kuno.
I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on a filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
Okay, so we do need to keep that freezer plugged in, I guess, to keep the thing working.
I don't know. I assume it's...
Okay.
A thick looks like this furnace has a face. And it's a face. It's
Look
dark
inside the
and
furnace.
grimy.
What are you doing?
Here's
Wait,
someone talking.
Really? You should investigate. See if someone's upstairs.
A thick layer of coal dust. It's dark.
Whoops.
What are you doing? Wait,
We already
looks
did
like it.
that.
No one has used
Old
it in ages.
furnace.
A
Smear
lush
hands with
you
coal.
feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai, ancient hero of Grad, pulsing through you. All that's left is to cover your face in war paint. 3 dangerous stripes appear.
What are you doing?
I am a reincarnation of an ancient
Please wipe your face
Ilmaran
clean,
warrior.
These 3 stripes give you strength in this dangerous realm. It would be foolish to
We're
remove.
exploring this dark place and I need
And this
protection my
protects
warpaint
you.
affords.
Okay, sure. Good.
Okay.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a
Look,
compartment.
there's a little
There
hole
is,
in the
yes.
wall.
And there also appears to be some
Your hand
Look
reaches
inside.
deep into darkness, and
Rifles.
these in
most of them are. Take it. You're a police officer.
This one looks
It's
nice.
a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
Where
Seems
are
like
we?
an old bunker from the revolution. It means
Does
there are
mean-
firearms, albeit inoperable.
He likes this find.
Leave. And I guess I'll look at this too. Okay, whoops, wrong button. I want to equip a pry bar, even though I will probably not succeed.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream. Turning the crank
Turn
feels
the crank.
oddly. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet. What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than some
Crack
frozen-
open the lid.
ice? You
Nope.
see the
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it. I have no
Advanced.
idea, officer.
sooner or later you will stumble upon it.
Take the health.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to
Okay,
an
let's
electric
unplug the
sizzle.
giant red one. So I think this is going to open up that door, right? These load screens are kind of long. Now we can head back in this way, right? So we got new clothes and a new item. We got the antique rifle. Just out of curiosity, what bonuses are things giving us? Okay. So I could swap out this satin shirt probably for the mesh tank top. Oh, it also looks like I'm actually losing a lot of savoir-faire from stuff I am wearing. So I might want to think about swapping some of that stuff. Oh well. So actually one thing I want to do now is, first let me...
The bear's eyes, a friendly cartoon bear.
Okay, nothing special to do with this one. I am going to save. I'll just make a fresh save. Because I want to try knocking on that thing upstairs again, but if I die, I want to be able to come straight back here. I also might actually look around the room that was up there before I, you know, commit to punching down the door again. Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. Postcard. And it does seem like there's stuff there.
An iron safe.
Knock on it.
Still,
Knock harder.
those
Even
curtains
harder.
Prove to be
There must be.
Even
Those
harder.
curtains prove to be surprisingly sturdy.
There must be another way to wake up whoever is in there. Maybe we should.
Those curtains prove to.
There must be another way to wake up whoever is in there.
Let's ask the lady in the bookstore what's going on now that we have drained all of our health. Hindsight, maybe shouldn't have done that, but oh well. Like, I probably should have just taken the hint the second time it happened. Just out of curiosity. Oh, the store is closed for the night. So I'm actually not sure. I think I found a couple of things I can use to fill in quests now. Because I've got the shot put ball, which I could give to those people who needed a ball. If they're even still there at this point. I have enough money to buy cigarettes now, which solves the very first quest we picked up. Hold on, can I go this way? What's here? Money? Cellar window. Okay, so there wasn't much here, but I'm still glad I checked. Go into free. Okay, so first things first.
The tear machine. Your bottles clunk. Do you know what you should do with that money?
Oh, I know. Weird brain voices. Let's actually do that.
A colorful.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage.
Do you
No,
sell any under-the-counter
Frick only sells
vices?
legal
It's worth a
drugs,
shot.
like the law says.
Get the
Here you
cigarettes.
go, mister.
+1 intellect, -1 health. So that will kill me if I use it.
You see several packaged raincoats.
I'll buy
Here
the
you go.
raincoat. I feel like we're gonna need a better way to make money eventually. But oh well. I mean, at this point, if we die, we just load the save from before we knocked on the thing. And then just go knock on it enough to trigger the prompt to go talk to the door lady. I suppose I could always go heal. But at least for now,
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Kuno says you know about the armor.
The little boy had a good on his promise.
His promise?
To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
The probe into the armor.
I
What
learned
did you
that
learn?
people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
What sort of
I
technical
did
stuff?
some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
Helmet, curious, gauntlet, boots. What about the leggings?
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
I'm ambitious.
All of
Ambitious. I'm gonna find
There
all
are
of these.
junior officers out there, eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them, and I would leave the boots to processing, but okay.
And Mesqui's epic then, all across Martinez. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you.
So Kuno used us to what?
It's a
Scare
minor
you?
nuisance. It's all good.
He thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the way.
No problem. If you see...
He is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
The measurehead thing didn't go well for me. Could you help me with that somehow?
Sorry. Busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you'll figure something out. Wiretapping, telescopic baton, or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right?
We have
Because
air
we
support?
Don't. We don't have air support or any...
I get it. Hush hush about that.
Something changes in his disposition.
All right, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there, out of solidarity to the RCM. It's low in technology, however.
Yes?
First, don't fight him, obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically grovel.
Maybe that would work. We'll have to see.
So basically they are suggesting I just go along with his whole theory thing.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really
I guess let's try it.
Ask what kind of
There we
races
go.
there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Do you?
This is for the thing.
You are obviously a liberal, Sayolite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choice. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race called... Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades. In Maun cities like Stad,
Who exactly
you
are the
know
Maun?
them by the names of their nation states. The Oranese, the Gotwaldians, and the Königsteiners. The Maun are proof.
Who are type
The
A?
Vespertines and the other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and
Hello, Missing Crusader.
as a heroic race. True, they are violent
How did your
and
league games go?
expansionist, but they have a glandular problem. Overproduction of SIBO. SIBO, as proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental Type A is in retrograde. The Simonese and the Areopagite are on. The nature was not capable of more. You need to know both types A and B to understand the context for the reckless genetic abandonment in the Philo Cauldron.
Yeah, you have to have context, you know.
Type B. To an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish.
That
like a
sucks.
ham sandwich.
I mean, I hope it comes back good,
To their
at
eyes,
least.
you will see. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of the Koiko, the countless micronationalities au grade, are all inexplicably obsessed with Podat. The only Revacholians, halfway between Type A and the racial Cauldron. Two makes to know right from
Okay, so can you tell me
Tips the
about...
F are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Lesser races like the mosquito, a grotesque mixture of a masked woman. The mosquito is born sterile.
And more?
Then there is the Simino Koiki Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Simino Koiki Chimera? It is not an aesthetic site. The Koiko, as you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial scientists have toyed with the idea of crossing the Simonese with the Koiko to produce a super worker of Simonese strength and grad servility. This will never happen.
There is a strange sadness in his tone, a less than heroic melancholy this time.
You seem kind of blue about this, Measurehead.
The hemoglobin is mysterious, and so is its dark will. Enough of these personal matters. Have you been at...
He does not seem angry, nor does the woman look affected. She just twirls her hair. Perhaps they've been through this and established some accord.
Now that we've been through all this, do I understand?
Nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
Will you help me get that body down if I do?
Access to the Union is important for our investigation, but there may be another way in.
Am I mildly worried he might take it seriously? The lieutenant thinks. Yes, I am, he concludes. I am worried.
I mean, we need to get in here, and like I keep messing up the rolls to do anything else, so I feel like I have
You need to
to.
internalize what you have heard here today.
Oh, they're gonna make me
I
discuss
cannot
it.
possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibet.
Fine. I guess I'll go work on other stuff. Because I'm going to need skill points to even unlock more slots to do stuff. And frankly, there's other stuff I'd rather unlock them at. So let's just go do other quests for a while. It may even be worth going to sleep. Oh wait, hold on. What is this?
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy grad made the
Look in the
windows
window.
are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal.
What kind of
The
stickers and
driver has
insignia?
adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued.
What about the back seat?
End of the cabin is a small perch to sleep. Large ashtrays. There are
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town.
I think this lorry belongs to our tough guy.
Likely, yes. This guy...
He was acting tough before. This probably scared him a bit.
Who knows when?
Let's go intimidate him. He had it coming. Where is he? Here he is.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Where's the lady
I don't
driver?
know what you're talking about.
Then why are you smirking?
Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Evashel West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything.
So who does? The lady driver?
No. He means La Puta Madre.
The name resounds like a bell in the air. Looks like the lieutenant.
Yeah, him.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who'd do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
Say
You're
nothing.
not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is. It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorryman and Carter's Guild.
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did his shitty little guild protect him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
The lieutenant turned. I've softened him up as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job. The main thing is to not overdo it, even when you're trying to scare someone. The most important thing is, how does it look on your resume?
Oh yeah? And what goods are the...
You know,
There's
your
some kind of
goods.
homo thing?
Yeah, maybe it is.
Let's just go and ask Tommy, alright?
We're done for now. Okay.
Hello again, my man. What's on your mind? What? But I told you she's my friend. Thank you,
No.
friend.
Nah, I still don't want to do that. I'm like holding myself up a lot because whatchamacallit. Every time I find a quest, I'm like, no, I don't want to do it the only way I have left to do. So I guess I'm just gonna sit and wait. Water here. Don't see anything. Nope. Hold on. What's here?
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname.
Where? There? Those are old.
You mean like
yes,
from the
one that
revolution?
happened half a century ago. Those bullets were fired during the revolution and do not warrant an investigation by officers of civil.
Okay,
Not
what can you
much.
tell me about
I don't
the
have a
revolution?
fresh perspective on it. Shall we go?
So, I know savoir-faire will give me another shot at the jump. I think I half-light will give us another shot at intimidating the racist guy. And of course, I could always spend a point to unlock a slot, which I actually might want to do because I want to learn this morning thing. I'm gonna do this. It's gonna take 5 hours to research though, so may as well continue to work on other stuff while I'm at this. Although I guess it actually looks like there isn't much I can do. Oh, I guess we can ask Kuno about the thing.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I talked to Manana about the armor.
So?
He said to thank you, wasn't too keen on chasing down that armor anyway.
Fuck, okay. Kuno's a giver like that, yes?
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jello!
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened.
Good idea.
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. After this shit, you better have something.
Yeah, real interesting.
Okay, I'm off.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Let's just walk away. There's no way that ends well. Let's see what we can do in here. Oh, we might be able to talk to that lady again. Just checking. I can't talk to anybody here, right? Yeah.
The door is closed. This door can only be...
Okay. The unfortunate thing is... Oh, the room's locked now because I haven't paid. Whoops. Guess we're not going back in there. Honestly, I don't even want to talk to the guy. There's a part of me that's like, should I just go to the bench and sleep? Oh, excuse me. Let me think. Pick dialogue options that begin with hold on or wait to get additional information before the conversation moves on. Good to know. Okay, so that's closed. Oh, those on white are available to try now. Okay. So if I can get back into the whirl thing. I can do a bunch of stuff at the mirror still. But
Pigs come to take me out, trying to snuff me out. Then why are you sneaking up on me like that? Trying to sneak up on me again?
we've got loads of healing items for whatchamacallit. The like morale.
The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. Your breath grows heavier. You peer into the faded marks in the stone.
This is bad mojo, man! Fucking horrible mojo!
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw. Yeah, screaming isn't happening on account of extreme shortness of breath. All you feel is pain.
Well, that happened. I think actually our best move here is to just reload that save I made before knocking on the grate. Let's see. I think it was this specific save. So this time I'm just gonna knock on it until I see the option, or I see the lieutenant say we should talk to the other lady. Sorry for yawning so much.
And I put an odd thing still. Now, those curtains prove.
There must be another way to wake.
Okay. We did that one time, and then we will leave and talk to the lady. So we got the postcard. But we know we can't actually go in the shop until tomorrow morning. See, did I remember to check down here before I saved? Okay. Oh, I think because this is an old save, we could actually go intimidate the guy again. I also forget if we talked to the guy about the armor. Maybe we should do that.
A lot. The windows are clear. The driver, the back.
Like
he was acting tough before.
Hola, wandering man.
What? Did you?
At first, I went to this. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. It's a minor.
He thinks, not he.
I learned that.
What else?
Not much.
Sorry, I'm gonna skip through this stuff because it's mostly stuff we know.
As I count, there are 2 parts missing: the gauntlets and the. Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore.
I'm ambitious. I'm gonna find all of it.
MSK's epic then. All across.
Thank you for your cooperation.
He is sincerely grateful. He is not.
How's your head thing didn't go well?
Or calling in tactical.
Because
I get it.
Something.
All right, I may have. First, don't.
Maybe that Wood?
I'm a bit
Sure
short
thing, my
on
friend.
men right now.
I can help you out.
The coin lands
Ooh.
into your hand as if it has always belonged there. The swallow returns.
Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the... You know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing, though.
The Union has
Nothing
problems
to
getting
worry about,
by.
really. The jam's a bit of a mess. Cargo can't get in or out. The rationing is a bit stricter, is all. Supplies should last the strike, though.
Every
I'm
little bit
always glad
helps,
to
you
help
know?
out when possible. Not like these slithering scabs.
I mean, he's nice. He just gave me $1. Kuno lied, so we will go talk to Kuno. Go down the stairs, you god dang. There we go. Now that we can afford it, let's go buy some cigarettes.
A colorful...
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes. Here you go, mister.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, what? Oh, we do have a bottle. Oops. Wait, how do I check? Was it journal? Find some smokes and smokes them.
You see several...
What? If you want to buy one, then it's... Here you go.
The tear machine stands. Your bottles... Do you know what...
Okay, first things first, let's go ahead and... Oops.
There it is. A brave little army in your pocket. The first Smokes platoon. 20 brave souls. You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent.
Oh yes, Bratan! Please light up! You need a trooper between your lips right now! Calm your shit down! Go to Pleasureland! Become a genius!
Get a load of this rock and roll cop here, people. Johnny Thundercop fishes a cheap lighter out of his pants. With a flick of the thumb, there's fire. A primal satisfaction.
What are the repercussions if I do this?
There's a high risk of glory. With a mild, it will help you concentrate a bit. That much is true. It only lets you concentrate because you're in nicotine withdrawal. It only mitigates its own. Blah, blah, blah. Boring. Light it up. Thick, warm smoke gets sucked down into your lungs. Immediately, you feel a warm nostalgia fill your head, body, and soul. A nostalgia for yourself. The man you were in your youth. Johnny Thundercop is back, and he's chill as balls.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's a cigarettes button. Cigarettes gives +1 to intellect skills. Logic, rhetoric, conceptualization, visual calculus.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to... I don't know what you're talking about.
Then why are you
Listen
smirking?
up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Evashal West. You don't run Martinez. You do...
So who does?
No. He means
Looks like the lieutenant has a plan.
Yeah, him.
Then I presume...
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll say nothing.
It's... You've seen that...
Nah.
The lieutenant, I've softened him up as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job. Men like
there
this
we go.
only respect. Time to turn up the volume.
Fuck you. I told you. I'm not gonna...
There. His voice grows smaller as yours.
Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green, banged up thing. I don't fucking...
When did she go away?
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot.
Now it's not a big deal for him anymore. This is how he saves face.
Past the monument. Down there. The Green Temple.
A small temple by the monument.
Looks like he got his adrenaline up, too.
So now that we know we cleared that, I'm gonna go ahead and learn that. And we just need to... Where's the monument at? I actually forget where it is. It was somewhere around here, right? Oh, I should also...
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone,
pick up
a
the
frequency tableau, like the soft purr.
This is Precinct 57.
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Let's be super polite just this once to mess with him.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking.
10-4, what's your status? Over. 10-18, 10-20, over.
Please just talk human to me, these numbers
State your message,
mean
sir.
nothing to me.
Over. 10-9, repeat message, over.
My badge, I can't find it
10-4,
anywhere.
message received. This is...
1022, the captain. This...
Is it him? What does he want?
says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
Say
Who
nothing.
lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the... Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
He says this
Haha,
probably
officer
happened
lost
to
his
other
badge
policemen
like I'm
before
the
him
first
and
cop.
laughs sarcastically.
Oh goddamn it. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Satellite Officer Vikmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire...
Mullen dicked us.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got...
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
We have other
10-9,
things to
come again.
discuss because we also need to find Sylvie.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if...
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your...
Oh, fuck. Lying.
Hey,
over
we
the phone.
succeeded.
It's easy. Just...
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even want to imagine the poor prick who has to relay that kind of news. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it, and fast. We can't have some gangbanger running around with it.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance. Over.
In need of
10-4,
financial
I hear
assistance.
you. I don't have the authority.
What does he want?
He's asking for money.
Is he fucking...
I don't think he is.
Don't give that asshole anything.
Alright, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over.
It's paramount to the investigation.
He isn't getting a red cent.
Request.
Nothing is working.
Okay, I heard you. No
Anything else,
thanks.
sir? Over.
Personal details.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through.
What's there to
You're
think
going
about?
to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
Well, let's just wrap this up.
18. The small room is filled with cigarette smoke, a buzz with laughter when Officer Judith Minnow enters. Her left arm is in bandages and her hair trimmed short.
What is going on here? Did something happen?
What happened is my partner made contact, and it's not good. He's lost his badge. He seemed confused, delirious even.
Mac, the torso Torson, is finger-fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely and apparently...
Yeah, Mullen was fucked, alright. Sounded fucking drunk to me.
Yeah, Mac's right. This was some gnarly shit there. I mean, before he started begging for money, it was...
Enough! None of this is funny. It's fucking sad. That's what it is. He's a cop. He's one of us, goddamn this.
We must help him.
Yeah? How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink? Go jogging with him in the morning and get him on carrot juice? He's a lost man.
I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest. He wouldn't.
Mac, man the door. You know what he told me? I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. Those were his... This shit does not leave this room. Not a word of this to the captain. Or anyone else. We'll give him a couple...
I guess I can hold off the report for a few days.
Good. Okay, everybody. Nothing...
Far north, on the other side of the motorway, The officer quietly hunches with his hand in the motor carriage.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Wait patiently.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi slowly begins to tap a little rhythm with his right foot. Quite a lot of time has passed.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
Hello, this is the police. I have some
right.
questions.
Hello,
Maybe
officer.
it's
What
better
can I do
for the
you?
purpose of getting actual information that we don't reveal exactly which cop we are.
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be
Oh,
talking
she
to you
recognized
again.
us. Okay.
There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
You quit your job at the
Why
Whirling.
did I leave
Why?
the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Why aren't you comfortable discussing it with me?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
Get away from whom?
You think you hear a sliver of accusation in her. Don't be paranoid. She's obviously talking about someone else, not you.
I don't like where this is going. But on the other hand, it could get messy. So let's do it.
I really don't want to talk about this. Let's just forget about this, okay?
Alright.
Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now.
Was it you who
No,
called the police?
Not me.
Well, why didn't you call? Did a corpse behind your workplace bother
It
you?
bothered me. But I thought the union already knew about the corpse.
What does the union
No
have
one
to do with
calls the
anything?
police. The union would get angry.
What do you mean by that?
What the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Let's push on it.
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. No, don't push her. It sounds as if she's about to cry.
I'll just say I see, don't worry about it, I understand.
What else can I do for you?
Do you know who
No,
did make
sorry.
the call?
I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the union's phone, or the one on the coast.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Okay,
Yeah,
next question.
go on.
Have you seen my badge?
I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law.
How did you first learn I'm a police
You
officer?
told me back in the whirling. You told everybody, and so does your badge. I don't need to hear about it anymore.
My badge is missing. Have you seen it
Real
anywhere?
policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
Not my uniform,
Yes,
too.
you absolutely should. It's awful that you lost it. It feels like you haven't worn yours in a long, long time.
Have you seen my gun?
Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective.
When did it
Trying to
happen?
impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and
Sounds like it's going to be bad. Do you really want to know?
And what did I
you were
do?
waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Some poor sod was trying to eat his pudding while you were screaming, spit flying, imitating the mercy shot right next to him. People tried to back away from you, or even slip out of the door. But you screamed, "I am the goddamned law, and you have to listen to me. You are all suspects in a murder investigation."
Okay, I don't know what to say. What happened to it?
All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big bucks cannot lie and guns can't buy money, but money can always... It almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not ask.
Have you seen my uniform?
I never saw...
Somewhere in a dank rental apartment, 2 police officers stand in the dark. Trash and liquor bottles cover. One of the men, trying not to slip on old newspapers, makes his way. Goddamn. Officer Michelle Elfboy Williams speaks to himself. His partner, Sundance Fisher, looks at the patrol uniform he's wearing, then at an identical suit frame on the wall. It's blue and covered in dust. "Let's get the fuck out of there." He turns to Williams. He hasn't been here in days.
How did my paperwork end up in the trash?
You tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't need it. I am sorry about that. Anything else, Detective?
I think we'll end the call.
So. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Yes,
go ahead and check
you've
that.
Obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags when she was still working there.
Yeah, let's find out what we did.
You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. It just made me want to quit.
What skua thing?
That bird, the great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there.
That sounds like me,
Didn't seem
alright.
like you had fun doing it, though.
So you're telling me I was the one that made you
Obviously,
quit?
You were the worst client I've ever seen. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you...
I want to know what I did.
You were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now.
Hold on, which song?
Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody.
Sorry about
To
the
hell with
song.
that. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. And then you screamed something about how you're actually a real cool guy. And no one understands it. One of the coolest guys there is. The coolest guy in Jamrock. Something about disco, too. And then I
I'm
had to
sorry,
deal with your toilet.
jeez.
The one you clogged
Our guy's kind of a jerk.
causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself.
Wasn't
No,
a very
you
good
really
tenant.
weren't. You were simply the worst.
I'm truly sorry.
I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened.
What else did I sing?
All sorts of things. From disco. Which one would that be?
One that was really
That?
sad.
I think the one you mean is the smallest church in San Sanj. Butchered that right up.
Interesting. You still have to find it, however.
Thank you for talking with me.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Done with the
In
radio.
the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and...
Okay.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type.
Wait, there are
Yes.
capo types?
Guess what's yours?
I was kind of hoping on this
That is
superstar
only
cop.
a ludicrous daydream. Guess again. You're the...
Cool
No,
cop?
you're the sorry cop. The cop. Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here. Of
I'm
course
sorry.
you are. It's okay. See if you can get something out of this, like info.
So savoir faire is the thing that will let us make that other jump. So let's do that.
We should think about...
I haven't paid the cafeteria. And I don't have the money.
Let's talk to him anyway. Enough.
Though he finds this situation frustrating, he...
The jam mystery. Oh. Track down your badge. So let's try to talk to the manager. Things will probably not go well.
Can I help you?
It's about that money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
I was wondering if we could make some sort of arrangement.
Does that
for
arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
It's cold out. I'll freeze to
Game?
death because I'm losing the stupid
Everything
money
is
thing.
just a game to you, isn't it?
Still have my key, you know.
Good luck trying to use it. All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock.
I'll find a way in.
Oh, wonderful. Try to... Not until you bring me the...
Okay. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use. When you...
I really didn't want to resort to this.
Oh, Lieutenant. We're done here.
Okay. Let's go see what he has.
Inside, you see a set of steering leads.
I have something here we could sell. We can...
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage. The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps.
I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
What are those things?
They are spinner hubcaps. Frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, the caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them, it's just for vanity.
A vanity he wouldn't mind.
What do you mean
A couple of
confiscated
weeks
them?
ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high.
So you took his spinners?
I took them and arrested him for driving under the influence. That they are. I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back.
Did you want to put these on your machine?
No, that would be silly. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cop with spinners. That would be outrageous.
Yeah, outrageously cool.
He flashes a smile, barely visible in the dark.
Say nothing.
The spinners shine so bright they reflect on the lieutenant's glasses. He doesn't say anything either.
No, we're not taking his spinners.
All right, let's not take them now. Then come back once we realize we have to have this conversation again, and...
Which way is the monument from here, actually? Because we might be able to...
An old monument.
Oops.
This screen found 8.
This must be the one he told us about, unless he was lying.
The door is locked. The handle looks shiny, like it's recently replaced. The glass on the side windows is tinted. It feels like you're peeking into someone's home residence.
How are we gonna get this open?
Use the pry bar to smash the...
Good idea.
I don't know how good it is, but this investigation has taken long enough.
Okay, let's try it.
This screen found A to Z, contemporary. Pry bar, goddamn maggot. Drag your ass to the gym and do some reps right now.
No, it's not shattered.
He smashes it into the window. Droplets of glass fly everywhere, shattering.
Nice.
It went bad.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except it's an issue of Petit Feric from last winter. It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics. These formulas look oddly...
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
The pull-out tool slides back into its nest. The rest is as it was. These are movie posters. One of them particularly catches your eye. A centerfold of an ingenue attached, right above the back seat.
Study
The
the
actress is
centerfold.
draped in a sheathed dress, one of her shoulders bared. A feeling of tenderness washes over you. A longing. Wait, doesn't she resemble someone you know? But you can't. The actresses and the rear actor all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio transmitter is attached to the dashboard and a toolbox.
Check the
You wedge
pedals.
yourself under the steering wheel. But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle.
Why would anyone glue a piece of sandpaper?
A novel technique.
The movie stars are still smiling
Okay.
from the walls.
Then
Looks
the
like
radio.
the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
Why would anyone need so many
For
radio
contacting
stations?
an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation.
Is there anything we can do with the radio?
Doesn't look like it. It's complete.
What else is here?
The smell of 1,000 cigarettes. Close the...
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? All right, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
What do you think of all this?
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net. I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed. Or maybe
it's related to that game network or whatever it is that we found.
Listening in on your calls between you and your station. A worrying prospect.
What about the movie posters?
Don't be fooled. Desire always plays a role.
Yes, well...
How do you think this is connected to the Union?
We didn't find anything conclusive linking them to the smuggling operation. My suggestion is, we use it against the Union in any way we can, to our own ends. It's a slippery hill, but we just might be able to pin them down, indirectly, down the road. We should return to the murder case, see what Joyce tells us about the lynching. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we're done here. We do not want to get caught in that.
What do you think?
The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't.
Corruption?
All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either.
Okay. So now we've investigated the truck. We have more clothes.
The woman still has.
If you want her attention, you may need...
Where am I? Who are you?
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the wary aspect of a cornered beast.
Oh, you're alright,
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
When else would
Back
you
in
be
Mecca,
then?
during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buendero. Until you came along, that is.
Sorry to interrupt
I
your
wasn't
dream,
dreaming.
man.
I was there, Loman. While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution. In Meth, it was a golden age.
I take it you were a mess when you were young?
Was.
As in these are
They
not
are
your
someone's
memories.
memories, boy. They're beautiful.
She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from this strange thought, as if the past will one.
I have
Why not,
police
Khalifa?
questions.
It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
What are you hauling?
Diamonds.
Diamonds,
Of
really?
course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
What are you really
Whatever
hauling?
stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
So you don't know what you're hauling in
I
your
quit
own lorry?
concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
You get high
Oh,
off driving a lorry?
It's so much more than a high where I go, Khalifa. It's low.
Yeah, it's definitely some kick. Some terrible kick in the dark. A sleep kick. Perhaps you can find out later.
I guess that makes sense.
Of course it
minding your
does.
own business.
What did you expect?
Seemed like a
What
woman
do
who
I
knows a
need
thing or
drugs
two
for,
about drugs.
Roman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare.
Where could I get my hands on an
If you don't know,
experience like that?
You're
What is it
mad,
that you're
no
hauling
one.
exactly?
What about it?
Are you smuggling drugs
Maybe.
through Terminal B?
Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
Said earlier you don't know what cargo you're hauling. Could it be drugs? Whoops, didn't mean to open that.
Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiris to Grad on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiris to Grad, Loman?
I don't know, that's
It's
what I'm asking
diamonds,
you.
Loman, obviously.
Damn this. Make her answer.
If you had to guess, who do you think
Easy.
is smuggling
He's the
drugs?
skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here. Diamonds are good for you, Loman. You should try them sometime. Make yourself pretty like Eva de Zoras. I would never make...
Ma'am, you're not responsible for what the client puts in your lorry, as long as the seals are not opened.
Lay off her.
Okay.
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. Or I can just...
I think we're done here, no?
Okay.
Yes.
We're not gonna get anything else off her. And I am actually getting quite tired. So I think... What does this do? Ooh. A boost to physical instruments. That could actually be good. Actually, will this say something different?
It still kind of looks like...
No, okay. Sorry, let me just check in. Report back to Joyce. Pay for damages. Okay, Kim. I can go challenge that other one. There's actually lots of stuff I can do. What's the thing with Kim, though, that I can attempt?
Yes?
You pick up...
What do you want to know?
Okay.
Good.
So I think what I'm just gonna do here is make a save and then call it a night. 'Cause I'm getting a little sleepy. Crusader, if you are still here, I hope your COVID test goes well. And as for me, I will be playing some Persona again on Wednesday. And I will see you then.